Sometimes ratings can reveal a lot more than which show is popular. They can tell us something about the nation. That's the case for last night's second Democratic debate. It smashed records with 18 million viewers. That makes it the most watched Democratic primary debate ever. So what does that mean? Well, it tells us there's unusually high civic interest in this 2020 race. It doesn't even count Americans who caught highlights on the internet or local news, the way many people still get their information. Now, here's how it played in some local broadcasts that we scoured from around the country.
The candidates showed they had a target, a very specific one, President Donald Trump.
The biggest issue in 2020 for Democrats is a Republican.
The debate really went left in terms of ideology.
A lot of voters that I've talked to say they actually thought that Senator Elizabeth Warren really took home that win yesterday.
Andrew Yang not wearing a tie, that got people going crazy.
Now, you may recall the DNC's already announced it won't partner with Fox News for any debates in this cycle. Over on Fox, they didn't ignore the debate occurring. Several on-air personalities used it to slam the Dems for just falling off the deep end.
The whole thing was like a cartoon or an Evelyn Waugh novel.
They were doing everything they could to take away your freedoms.
Moderates in the Democratic Party, well, they're extinct.
It is an invitation for more mass immigration into this country.
Always interesting to see how it plays everywhere. Now, these debates also were very focused on the globe. Candidates talking about relations with Iran, Russia, NATO, the border crisis. Well, tonight we can tell you the world was looking back. These intramural squabbles drawing coverage in big newspapers in Mexico, Germany, and France, and a made-for-TV event that drew televised tributes abroad as well. Here's an Australian TV show, Planet America, that tackled the debates with a creative opening sequence.
You're fired. Planet America's fake news.
What the hell is going on here?
Hello and welcome to a special edition of Planet America. I'm John Barrett.
I'm Chaz Lichadolo.
This week, 20 Democratic presidential hopefuls face off in the first pair of debates in Miami, Florida. The first debate was a fairly genteel affair. The second one today, though, started off much feistier, even testy at times.
I always thought Kamala Harris was going to be the strong debater, and she put her foot on the accelerator.
So that's conservative press, local press, world press. What else is there? Of course, the internet. And people had lots of fun with the visual, meme-worthy moments. Bernie Sanders' hands gesticulating so widely last night that Joe Biden was dodging them to protect his personal space, something people kept replaying. Or the look on Bernie Sanders' face when he was caught between the Kamala Harris-Joe Biden clash. Or Cory Booker appearing to give Beto O'Rourke that sarcastic side-eye when he started speaking Spanish. Now, we did ask Booker's campaign manager about that in Miami. He downplayed the moment.
He was not annoyed by the Spanish. He was listening just like everybody else at the time, and you saw later in the debate he actually spoke Spanish as well, as did Secretary Castro. I think it was just a moment of surprise that was caught on tape.
So it was not a side-eye, okay.
I don't think it was a side-eye.
Don't think it was a side-eye. And then there's something the internet is very good at, which is recaptioning a scene for satire. You may remember the candidates raising their hands for that question about health care for immigrants. We were just discussing it. Here was a Twitter user named Jacob reimagining it as if it were the iconic scene from Mean Girls. We're going to bring that up. Let's see if we have it.
Have ever felt personally victimized by Regina George?
We may have been missing the tweet, but basically people were recaptioning the hands up to show the idea that that's what everyone was doing. Now, this is, as you may know, an unforgettable movie. We had no idea that a Mean Girls meme would be lighting up the internet, but it fits perfectly with our next guest, who's actually one of the stars of Mean Girls, along with the iconic rocker Melissa Etheridge, who joins me next for Fallback Friday. Hey, I'm Ari Melber from MSNBC. You can see more of our videos right here, or better yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel below. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that.